Hey, welcome to the recap and welcome to Life Point. If you're in Life Point, we're so glad that you're there, you're here, you're a part of that small group. We're in the beginning of a new series. Of course, it was Easter Sunday and starting this new series called The Fight. And I just want to give a real quick recap of the service this morning, just talk about what we talked about. And there's something in us, there's something wired in us to want to fight, to want to see a fight, and wonder why is it? What is it that is in us that draws us? See, we like to fight. We like to fight about money, sex, the kids. We like to fight about who's going to do the laundry and the dishes. We fight about politics and race and all these crazy things. But what is it that causes us to fight? Because I think it's deeper than just those things. It runs way deeper than money and sex and the kids. The real cause, the real reason for our fight is us, something inside of us. And so we talked about that. We talked about James chapter 4 and how it gives us a step-by-step answer to the question that's raised in verse 1. And that question is, what causes fights and quarrels among you? Maybe you've been wondering, why do we fight so much? What is it that's going on? Well, the answer is right there. Don't they come from your desires that battle in you? That's verse 1. They come from a desire that is battling inside of us. There is something at war within us. See, it's not about the fact that we are surrounded by incompetent people. Sometimes we get the idea that if I could just surround myself with competent people, I won't be fighting so much. If my wife would just do this, or my husband would just do this, or my kids would just do this. It's not about that. It's not about them. It's not about the guy at work who's incompetent. It's really about you. It's something going on inside of you. So what causes fights and quarrels among us? It's the desires that battle within you. And that's the thing we talked about today, of the importance of what is it that's battling inside of us? What is it that's battling? Genesis chapter 3 gives us the story. It tells us what happened and where it all started. It was when Satan whispered a promise into the ear of Adam and Eve. And the promise was, if you will just put yourself at the center of everything, if you'll just kind of stick it to God, if you'll do your own thing, then you will be like God. And the promise that Satan made is a promise that he had no way to fulfill, and there was no way it was going to be fulfilled. But see, it's that promise that twisted our DNA, our spiritual DNA. It broke us spiritually, and Adam and Eve, because they disobeyed, because they took the bait, they took the lure, they swallowed it, and they rebelled against God, everything changed. And so from generation to generation, we are born with that broken, twisted DNA. We are born spiritually dead. And so because of that, what is at the center of your heart, in your life, and what is it that causes quarrels in your life? Why is it that seems like there's a fight always happening around you? Is because of what happened in Genesis chapter 3. See, we took the bait. We took it, hook, line, and sinker. And we've been continuing to take that. See, we think it's all about us. And so the world revolves around us. It's the cause, our motive is all about us. And we're the center of the universe. And because we are the center of the universe, we're always offended. We're always bothered. You show me an angry person, I'll show you a person who is hurt. Guaranteed that person is hurt because something has been taken from them. Something's been taken from them. See, the root of your anger is the perception that something has been taken from you. And the reason there's that perception that something's been taken from you is because we believe that the world revolves around us. It's all about us. And we get bothered when things don't go our way. We get angry. We get frustrated with people and we fight. We'd rather fight with people than fight for people. See, we'd rather fight with our spouse than fight for our marriage. We'd rather fight with our kids than fight for our family. And so what we don't realize is that the cause, the motive, and what it is that we're fighting for is really about us. And so we have to deal with what's broken inside of us. The solution is in verse 7, 8, and 10 of James. So James goes on to say, submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, he'll flee from you. Verse 8, come near to God, and he will come near to you. In verse 10, humble yourself before the Lord, and he'll lift you up. So the solution to our problem is humble yourself, submit yourself to God, and come near to him. Come near to him. See, there's a fight that we are involved in, and it's a fight for our life. It's a fight, it's really bigger than what we can imagine and understand. It's not about the stuff around us. That's just what's going on around us, the people around us. And we tend to focus on them, but the fight is really inside. And when you and I will surrender ourselves to Him, we'll humble ourselves and say, God, I need you. I can't do it without you. And when we submit ourselves, we willfully come under His lordship. Willfully. See, He's not forcing us, but submission is willing. And we say, God, I want to follow you. And then we draw near to God. That's the solution to the battle and the fight that's going on inside of your life and inside of my life. That's the solution to our problem. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of Life Point. Thanks for watching the recap. I hope that you have a great day, and I hope you have a great time in small group and discussion. God bless you, and have a great week.